Hello, thank you for joining me here today. I just wanted to discuss a topic that many of us can relate to, managing cravings. We all have those moments when the urge to indulge in certain foods can feel overwhelming. And sometimes those foods aren't necessarily the healthiest choices. But what exactly is going on inside of our bodies when we experience these cravings? How much of it is physical and how much of it is psychological? In today's session, we're going to explore the psychological side of cravings. What's driving those desires and what feelings lie behind those urges? Understanding this can help us to not only manage cravings, but also make more mindful, health supporting choices. Before we discuss the psychological part, let's quickly touch on the physiological aspect of cravings. Our gut microbiome, the bacteria and other organisms and other microorganisms living in our digestive system, plays a key role in regulating our hunger and cravings. If our microbiome is out of balance, it can lead to food cravings, sometimes for sugar or processed foods, which provide a quick boost of dopamine and feel-good neurochemicals. The issue with those foods, though, is that they don't really serve our bodies in the long run. They offer short-term pleasure, but don't really help us to reach our health goals. So while the physiological side of cravings is real, it's important to consider the psychological factors that influence what we reach for and why. So what's behind the psychological part of cravings? Why do we often crave foods that give us quick pleasure, like sugary or highly processed foods? At the core, cravings are about desire and pleasure. Our brains are wired to seek things that make us feel good, seek out things that activate the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. And many of the foods we crave, like sweets or salty snacks, provide just that, an instant hit of dopamine. It's like a quick, easy fix that makes us feel happy and energized, even if it's only temporary. But here's the challenge. If we're aiming for optimal health or following a dietary plan to better serve our bodies, those cravings can derail our efforts. So what do we do about it? A great starting point is to tune into your body and ask yourself some important questions. What am I really craving? Is it the food itself, or is there something deeper behind the craving? Often we crave something because of a deeper emotional need. For example, are you craving a sense of comfort, joy, or excitement? Sometimes what we really want is not the food itself, but the feeling that the food gives us. So take a moment to think about where you find joy in your life, outside of food. What lights you up? What activities make you feel most alive? Is it creative expression, adventure, connection with others, perhaps some time spent outdoors? Sometimes cravings arise because we're missing those other sources of joy and stimulation. Food becomes a quick, albeit temporary, way to fill that gap. Many of us have busy lives, and sometimes we don't make time for the creative, expressive parts of ourselves. But creativity is a powerful tool for releasing emotions, for feeling good, and for boosting dopamine in a much more fulfilling way than food. So how do you like to express yourself? Is it through art, music, writing, or maybe dancing or cooking? When we neglect these creative outlets, we might subconsciously use food to fill that void. Think about how much joy could come from expressing yourself in ways that doesn't involve food. What's missing in your life? It could be that what you're craving is adventure, fun, or a sense of newness. Maybe it's not food you need, but an experience, a change of pace, or a little spontaneity. Sometimes we seek comfort in food because we haven't allowed ourselves time for these other, more fulfilling activities. Start asking yourself, what's missing in my life? What would light me up right now? All right, now let's circle back to the physical side of cravings. It is possible that cravings are also linked to nutrient deficiency. If you're not fueling your body with the right balance of nutrients, protein, fiber, healthy fats, and plants, you might experience stronger cravings for sugary or processed foods. Are you eating enough throughout the day? Are you getting the right balance of macro and micronutrients, prioritizing protein, fiber, plants, including a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, and focusing on healthy fats? Are you hydrating enough, drinking enough water? Remember, a good rule of thumb is to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water each day. If you're eating too little, infrequently, or not giving your body enough nutrients, your blood sugar levels may drop, and that can trigger cravings for quick energy like a sugary snack. Okay, sleep is another huge factor that can affect cravings. When you're sleep deprived, your body's natural hunger signals get thrown off. You might crave foods that are high in sugar or fat to give you a quick boost of energy. Establishing a consistent sleep routine and making sure you're getting enough rest each night can help keep cravings in check. Okay, here are some practical tips or strategies to help manage cravings with greater awareness. Pause and reflect. When a craving strikes, take a moment to assess what's behind it. Are you truly hungry, emotionally triggered, or simply following a habit? Tune into joy. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment outside of food, such as exploring creativity or pursuing hobbies that excite you. Eat a balanced diet. Ensure your meals include plenty of protein, healthy fats, fiber, and hydration to maintain stable blood sugar levels and keep cravings at bay. Create a supportive environment. Stock healthy options. Fill your pantry and fridge with nutritious snacks like fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, so you're prepared when cravings strike. Plan out your meals. Having a structured meal plan makes it easier to resist impulsive eating and stay on track. Mindful eating practices. Eating in a designated space free from distractions like TV or screens to stay present and more in tune with your body's hunger signals. And establishing healthy routines. Regular sleep, meals, and hydration can help prevent cravings from becoming overwhelming. Find healthy alternatives. If you feel you must satisfy a sweet tooth, reach for a snack of fresh fruit and nuts or a coconut yogurt parfait instead of processed treats. Cravings are a natural part of being human, but they don't always have to control us. By understanding the psychological and physical factors behind cravings, we make more conscious choices about what we put into our bodies. And the key is to listen to ourselves, to explore what we truly need, and find healthier ways to satisfy those deeper desires. So thank you so much for being here today. And I hope you walk away with some practical tools for navigating cravings in a way that supports health, joy, and your well-being.